Hey guys, it's me, Miss Ty. So how's everybody doing? It's Miss Ty, like I said, if nobody knows me. Also, I want to give a shout out to Facebook, to Twitter, and to Tumblr, also to YouTube. Basically, I just want to say hi to everyone. So basically, I haven't made a video for a while because I was sick and everything else. So, I'm feeling better now. So, right now, this video, which is a new project I'm doing, is called Uniquely Beautiful. It's talking about people with self-esteem issues because I notice on YouTube a lot of people are, especially young teenagers, they are posting videos of themselves saying that they don't feel pretty enough, that they feel like they're ugly. And I want to say that they're wrong. You are not ugly. You're beautiful in your own way. You're uniquely beautiful. Everybody has a flaw, and there's nothing wrong with having flaws. Nobody's perfect. Nobody don't look the same. And you know what? It's good that nobody looks the same because every uniqueness of someone is the most beautiful thing in the world. And people tend to forget that every woman and every guy have their own special thing about them. With me, I have my own little insecurities, obviously. So basically, my insecurities that I always didn't like when I was younger. Now I laugh at it and I love it and I just embrace whatever I have. But when I was younger, I had problems with myself because a lot of people used to point these things out all the time, and people used to bully me about it because I was bullied a lot when I was younger. And nobody should never be bullied. First of all, everybody should just stop bullying people. It's wrong, and if anyone's being bullied, do something about it. So we're gonna get into the video real quick. Within this video, my insecurities is my ears. I don't know if you can see it. My ears used to be one of my little main noticeable focus points that they see, especially when my hair is down. My ears tend to stick out, and they used to call me Dumbo. My ears are not that huge, but they used to make fun of my ears because this part of my ear, like this part right here, will stick out the most. Like it folds upwards like this, so it will point out a lot. But yeah, people used to make fun of me of that. They used to make fun of my eyes because my eyes will go one way or the other because I had a surgery a long time ago and I didn't do nothing about my eye because something with the nerve, especially with this eye, it jumps a lot sometimes. So that's one of the things that people used to point out a lot. They used to give me a little insecurities where I'm afraid to look at somebody for a long time, and sometimes I just go like this sometimes, and I just pick ways to go like this or to yeah, okay, and just look away and just try to distract myself with something else without looking at someone in the face. So it was always hard for me to do direct contact. That was one of my main issues growing up, that people used to make fun of me and always point that out, and I used to get very insecure about that. Another thing that I was very insecure about is definitely I'm very tiny, and a lot of people used to say, well, do you eat? Do you do this? Do you do that? I'm sorry I'm playing with my shirt a lot. It just looks weird on camera. But yeah, I used to, people used to make fun of me a lot, and I remember one time someone goes and says to me, you need to get boobs and a booty because you ain't gonna get no man. And someone did tell me that, and I was about 14, and it used to hurt my feelings a lot, you know what I mean? Because just because I was different from someone wants to go and point out something when there's something about them that's fake, when there's something about me that's real that I have, that I was born with, You know what I mean? And that used to that used to be one of those things where people used to make fun of me a lot about. But you know what? At the end of the day, you should always love who you are, whether you're like me, that's flat chested, don't have a big behind, like a car will just like go like that way, or or you have a lot of freckles, or you have big curly hair, or whatever the case is, you should always love who you are and don't let anyone tell you any different. So that's what's the main focus about this video. Back then I was very insecure, and another thing that I was insecure about is that I'm clumsy. Sometimes I tend to trip over my feet, and sometimes I don't walk like other girls, so I kind of look a little funny, especially when I wear my heels. But you know what? I laugh at it now, and I just embrace it, and I just do what I just do what I feel. But back then I used to be very insecure, and I used to try to be someone that I'm not, and that's how it is. And don't try to be someone that you're not. Don't try to dress a certain way just because someone told you to. Always just embrace who you are, and that's the main important thing, is that you love who you are, and that's what's important. Another thing is, another thing that I'm insecure about is definitely like my smile. My smile was always not the prettiest. Like I have like a little pointy tooth there, and I had like a little tooth that twists it, and this one twisty, and I didn't have the nice prettiest smile ever, but it made me who I am, and I realized not everybody is like me, and I realized everybody has the same little imperfections that they have as me, and everybody's not perfect. Everybody has their own uniqueness and their own thing that makes them who they are. And that's what I learned about myself as I got older. And the way you are, you should always appreciate who you are. Just appreciate yourself and appreciate what God has given you while you're on this earth. So another thing is, another thing, a little other insecurity thing, that my hair. Okay, it's like Rapunzel let down their hair, and I'm gonna do so. My hair got very, very, very long. I decided not to cut it. Like, I'm done cutting it. Like, why the hell should I cut it? And then it gets long, and then it looks crazy. Yeah, pretty much. Everybody's like, I should have your hair. Woman, no, you should not have my hair. I'm gonna tell you why. It could get all pretty, blown up, looking all cute. You look like a supermodel walking down the street. The next day, it's all greasy. It looks like you just came out of a sauna. And it's like, that's how my hair gets. Dead serious. And that's how my hair is. Excuse me. Sometimes you need to laugh at yourself. That's another thing. I like to laugh at myself sometimes, because sometimes I wonder how I do things. Sometimes I lose things. Sometimes I'm clumsy. Sometimes I almost poke myself in the eye with an eyeliner, and I don't even know how the hell I did that. It's the littlest things that you do that makes you who you are, and you know what? Just appreciate who you are, and just laugh at yourself. Enjoy who you are as a person, as a being. Don't change yourself because of somebody else. Okay? Because they have their own little in the closet insecurities as well. Let's get real on that one. So, me, I do get a little shy around other people, but at the same time, I like to be outspoken. So it's kind of weird, because like, I remember I was in the Champion Network. For those who don't know, the Champion Network is a youth employment agency. I call it an agency, but it's a really, really cool place. I went there, and I was there, and for someone that I know, shout out to Brian and Gary, and also shout out to Coach, because I was part of them as well. And I remember Brian looked at me, and it's so weird, and I hope he's watching this, but it's so weird how he knew me, how I am more than I know myself. And that's kind of crazy. And that's a little intimidating. Because he goes and says, when I was sitting in a chair for a group interview where I had to sit in the chair and I had to talk about myself. And there's a bunch of other people in the room. And he's there. And he's asking me questions. And I'm answering back. And he noticed that I'm a little uptight. And I'm like this in the chair. And I'm not giving so much eye contact. And I'm a little intimidated. So he noticed that I'm very timid. And it's so weird because I didn't acknowledge myself doing that. I just thought if I just sit still and I just talk, you know, but I realized what he was saying, and I realized that I do that. I actually do that, and I didn't realize that, and I still do it sometimes, but now when I go to interviews, now I'm a little more lively and I'm a little more like professional, but at the same time, I'm not just sitting there on the chair. So that's one of my insecurities, is that I do get intimidated easily, and I do get a little timid, and I do get a little nervous, and I do get scared. When I'm really nervous, I shake my leg a lot. One time I shake my leg so much under a table, it just like my knee hit the bottom part of the table. Like that's how nervous I get. So that's one of the things that I always had dealing with. I still deal with it, but it's not as bad. Now I'm a little more confident and I'm more like Lucy. Like obviously I'm on camera right now. I wouldn't be able to do this a long time ago. But now I'm just ready to help people with my issues. The issues that I have, I'm willing to help people with the same thing. And I realize we're all in the same boat as well. And there's nothing wrong with who you are. Don't ever be shy. Don't be timid. Don't be intimidated. Don't be scared. None of that. Just show up who you are. Show who you are and just go with it. Embrace who you are. And first of all, I want to thank Coach and the Champion Network for doing that for me. It wasn't just for looking for employment. It was also helping me with who I am. It was helping me with my insecurities. They did help me a lot with my little insecurity issues that I have. So shout out to them. So I hope they're watching this, and I want to thank them so much. I never got a chance to thank them, and I just hope they watch this, and I want to thank them very much. So now, Meekly Beautiful. Now, if I can't pronounce that right, that's another thing. I have pronunciation problems. You know, I tend to talk like that and don't pronounce my words so much. I was in speech for a while, so throughout my whole school career, but I'm working on it. You know, we tend to make such a big deal out of certain things about ourselves when we don't realize that those little things, they just make us who they are. And if we have a problem with it, we should deal with it on our own, and don't change who you are, and don't try to be someone that you're not because of what other people say about you. Just do it because you want to do it. So keep that in mind when you watch this video. You know, a lot of people don't realize this, and I tend to do this a lot. I'm sorry. With me, like, I know sometimes, especially people that know me very well, people don't realize that sometimes words can hurt somebody and it cuts like a knife. If you ever heard that saying that words cut like a knife, it does. It cuts to the point where there's no other things to cut anymore. And it causes very bad scarring in someone internally, and it causes them to want to do things drastically to hurt themselves, to harm themselves. And I can relate to that because I was one of those people that did that. And, you know, I regret it deeply. I regret it so deeply that I wish I never did that, because That's something I had to live with. But if I didn't do what I did, I wouldn't be able to help other people that done the same thing. And people out there that's going through something and they don't feel confident, they don't feel good about themselves, do something. Like, help find other people like you where someone can help you. Go talk to somebody. Go talk to a sister, a brother, or a reverend, or anybody. And if you feel like you can't talk to nobody, what when there was times where I had no one to talk to, what I did was I write. And a lot of you will be like, well, people write about negative stuff about themselves in the book. No, what you do is you do a journal. You write, and when you write pros and cons. You write, instead of pros and cons, you write about what you love about yourself. Write positive things about yourself. And also what you do is you read it to yourself and you won't realize until how unique and how amazing you are until you actually evaluate yourself. So don't you ever ask that you're beautiful. Don't ever ask if you're ugly. Don't ever ask that question. You should know within your heart and within yourself. Because you are unique and you're beautiful in your own awesome way. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So this video is getting a little longer. So so I'm gonna wrap this up real quickly. But I did do a little poster. And that's another thing. If you guys are an artist or anything, just express yourself. And if you guys need someone, if anyone needs someone to talk to, you can talk to me. You can talk to me on YouTube. It's TAYSHIAFRARY. And it's the same thing on Facebook with my first and last name. And on Twitter, it is MissTyBlue18. So I hope if you have anything that you want to talk about, you're willing to feel free to talk to me. I mean, hello, I've been there, done that, and I'm sure we all been there, done that, where we just had a moment where we melt down and we went crazy. So if you have anything to say, you're more than welcome to talk to me. This is my little poster, and it says uniquely beautiful. The little heart stands for love yourself. The little flower stands for you're beautiful because you're different. And then the little girl and the little boy right there, it says smile because you're beautiful in your own way. Your imperfections are perfect. I hope you guys like this poster. You are beautiful. Love who you are. You know what's so weird? I just realized it. That it is okay. No, I'm sorry. I just noticed something. But I hope you guys get something out of this. And I hope you guys realize that don't bully somebody. Don't bully someone because they're different. There's an old saying, don't judge a book by its cover until you learn what's inside the book. And it's the same thing with a person. Don't judge what they look like just because of their appearances. Always look what's inside themselves. Because you know what? What makes them so unique is who they are on the inside. And then when you know them when you see them on the outside, you have a different perspective. And you're beautiful in your own way. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Just love who you are and just show it off, man. Like, come on. Don't be afraid. And like I said, if you got any comments, anything, feel free to do so. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. There will be other videos to come. I'm sorry I took so long. Like I said, I was sick. So thank you for being patient, and thank you for your love and your support. For those who support me, thank you so much. And There's gonna be more videos. And don't forget, you're beautiful, and go show it off. I mean, look, it's a nice day outside. Go outside, man. Go show it off. You never know, you might find somebody. So don't be afraid of who you are. So please subscribe, share, like, comment, and I will answer all your questions and anything that you have to say. Thank you so much, and you guys have a wonderful day, and I love you guys, and thank you so much. Bye bye.